Well, well, well. Hello, world. I was right again. So, I'm going to keep this video really, really short because I've explained everything I had to say and everything I called out, even to my surprise, played out way more to the dates I had called out than even I expected. So, at this point, I've given enough free game. I've proved out my thesis. Uh, Bitcoin crashing today, as I called out in my last video, saying pay attention to October 26th to November 4th. And what do you know? Exactly today, November 4th, I explained why November 4th. I can't believe everything that I've called out played out. My scenario one played out, my scenario two played out. The only thing I got wrong, I would say, is scenario one ended up being the real top, and scenario two was just a lower high. I was thinking scenario two was going to be the real top and scenario one will be the lower high. But either way, I got out of my positions at scenario one. Like I said, I am not naive. I don't let my emotions cloud my judgment. So regardless of which scenario was going to play out, my risk assessment was to get out of the market. So that being said, free game. Anybody who wants to understand how I came up with these, my videos will be up on my YouTube. I feel like this is one of those videos that in a few years, people will come back and see that I nailed every single call. So see you in the bear market. See you next year. I'll leave you with one more gem before I sign off for the rest of the year. And that is this. Another reason why I think Bitcoin has already topped out is, let's do some quick math here. So let's say Bitcoin in cycle one was at $1, right? This will be a 1200x, okay? So let's do that. Oops, let's do this divided by this. Okay, this will be a 1200x. And then in cycle two, we had a 180x. In cycle three, we had a 22x. Notice the diminishing returns here. Every cycle, the return has been dropping by a single digit. So we lost 1 0 from here to here. We lost another 0 from here to here. So even without doing any technical analysis, just looking at the pattern, what would you think the return, excuse me, what would you think the return would be here? The return would be less than 10, right? Because you have to lose a digit for the return here. So now, if you know the return will be less than 10, what number would you instinctively pick? You would pick the number 9, right? But I would say 8 instead of 9. And the reason why I would say 8 is because based on previous patterns, the return has been an even number. So instead of picking a number 9, I will pick the number 8, right? So if we go with the number 8, okay, so let's say this times 8, look at that, $124,800. What was the Bitcoin high? 126,296 was the Bitcoin high, which is close enough to what we got here. Either way, this is the last gem I'll leave with you. I'm working on a bear market series. I don't know if I'll post it on YouTube, but hopefully whoever gets to see this appreciates the video. This is the beauty of mathematics. I love Bitcoin because it tickles my math brain. And hopefully I've been able to show you some really good information here.